There are two kinds of vibrato, mainly. There's arm vibrato, which looks like this, and there's wrist vibrato, which looks like this. You can also do a combination of the two. The most important thing about vibrato, whichever kind you use, is that you are relaxed. You might have noticed my arm vibrato is not so relaxed. My arm vibrato is not great. It needs a bit of work right now. An arm vibrato is perfectly acceptable. A lot of people say that arm vibratos are not good to do because they have a lot of tension. They only have a lot of tension if they are done wrong. So, whether you're doing wrist vibrato or arm vibrato, you need several complicated components of your playing to be working really well. First of all, you need your balance to be excellent. You need to be very free and comfortable with the instrument. And your setup should be such that your neck is in a neutral position. Even if you're turned a little bit, that's going to cause some extra tension. You can see that there's extra tension in my neck here. That's going to cause you some problems you don't need. If you have excess tension in your thumb by squeezing or by collapsing, that is also going to cause problems. So, whichever vibrato you use, you have to have great posture, and you need to be relaxed from your shoulder all the way into your thumb, and including these joints near the nail bed. They must be flexible. A vibrato where these joints do not flex will not be able to sound great. Now, what do you want from your vibrato? You actually want your vibrato to not be on one setting. You want to be able to access various colors with your vibrato. So you want to be able to do wider, more narrow, faster, and slower. And you want to be able to do this with a combination of arm and wrist as serves the needs of the music. So it's very important, I think, to practice both kinds of vibrato. Most people have a vibrato that comes more naturally to them. I am more naturally a wrist vibrato person. Some people are more naturally an arm vibrato person. Again, it's very important that the shoulder is relaxed. So when I'm having a good arm vibrato day, which doesn't seem to be today, the arm, that's better. You have a lot of freedom from the shoulder. So arm vibrato is not simply this part of the arm moving, but it's actually a whole motion here. And the shoulder must be relaxed and free. Mine's not moving so much today, which is why it's not sounding so great. A few things about vibrato. So a lot of left-hand technique makes it very helpful to actually leave your fingers down when you're playing so that you can go back to notes you need in a hurry, such as when you're doing fast passage work. When you're doing vibrato, the tendency is to change your hand position and lose the contact point next to the base of your first finger. So this contact point opens up quite often, and it's important for the thumb to help and balance the finger that's vibrating. So thumb placement is really about balancing that finger that's rolling. Including the fourth finger. If your hand is balanced around the first finger and your fourth finger is going down flat, you won't be able to vibrate your fourth finger. It's important to bring the arm in so that the forefinger can curl so that it has somewhere to go when vibrating. And another important aspect of vibrato is that you want to be able to pass it from one finger to the next. So even if you don't want to play a passage in that manner, your hand still needs the ability to change fingers without the continuity of the vibrato being affected. So that's a basic overview of vibrato.